As the excitement around baby Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor's arrival wears off, reality is fast setting in for her parents, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Harry is no longer himself. He is being controlled by his manipulative wife, Meghan. Hello and welcome to Kate Middleton and Queen Elizabeth II News Channel. According to royal insiders, Harry and Meghan's marriage has descended into a toxic state, and it's primarily on account of Harry's growing unease about being trapped in his new Hollywood lifestyle. Although the Duke of Sussex is no longer restricted by his royal duties, he's still trapped in his life. The insider who is close to both Harry and Meghan claimed that it's obvious Harry is trapped by his wife Meghan Markle, who is calling all the shots in their life together. He claims he's found freedom. In reality, he seems to be increasingly trapped, but it is clear he doesn't realize it. It is easy to conclude that he no longer makes his own mind up, it seems to be made up for him. As for Harry's criticism of the royal family in the media, the insiders said he's confused by it all. His opening up in the past as a form of therapy has been beneficial to others, but why does he do it so publicly now? The need for this ceaseless exposure to the media is obviously hypocritical for a couple who are supposedly obsessed with privacy. Harry's series of woke interviews could in fact be a cover-up for how he's truly coping with all the recent shifts in his world since he stepped back from the royal family. One of the very recent woke interviews was his new 5-part Apple TV Plus docu-series with Oprah Winfrey, in which he dropped another nuclear truth bomb on the royal family, accusing them of total silence and neglect when Meghan was suicidal, claiming his father, Charles, made him suffer as a child and insisting he would not be bullied into silence when he alleged the firm trapped, smeared and dumped them. The Duke of Sussex said he and his wife felt abandoned by his relatives, and this was one of their biggest reasons for leaving for California last year. He told Oprah, "Certainly now I will never be bullied into silence," adding, "I thought my family would help, but every single ask, request, warning, whatever it is, just got met with total silence, total neglect. We spent 4 years trying to make it work. We did everything that we possibly could to stay there and carry on doing the role and doing the job. But Meghan was struggling." He added, "That feeling of being trapped within the family, there was no option to leave. Eventually, when I made that decision for my family, I was still told, 'You can't do this,' and it's like, well, how bad does it have to get until I am allowed to do this?" Meghan was going to end her life. It shouldn't have to get to that. However, turns out his brother, Prince William, does not believe he is trapped inside the system of the British monarchy, and Prince Harry's suggestions that he is our way off the mark. Instead, the Duke of Cambridge, who is second in line to the throne behind his father, has accepted his role and the path set for him. He is very much his grandmother's grandson in that respect of duty and service, said the source who is close to both brothers. If it wasn't for the royal expert Lady Colin Campbell, who launched a petition urging Prince Harry to ask the Queen to suspend his royal titles, he might still have his title today. The royal expert claimed putting his titles in abeyance would free Harry to indulge himself without doing damage to the institution of the monarchy. She explained, "I started it because I think it's the right thing to do. I have spoken to people, many people, who think it's the right thing to do and it is the solution. And since then, over 20,000 people have signed the petition." It states, "The purpose is to invite Prince Harry to voluntarily ask the Queen to put his royal style, titles and rank into abeyance. thereby freeing him from the diplomatic, political and constitutional constraints that are an inevitable part of royal rank, and further freeing him from the constitutional conflicts which his beliefs are creating, with all their implications at home and abroad, in particular in the United Kingdom and the United States of America, where his articulated beliefs are in open conflict with the accepted tenets of both the United Kingdom and American constitutions. As a purely private citizen, with no royal rank, style or title, he will be able to indulge his personal beliefs, as is the right of all private citizens, without the consequential possibility of damaging the institution of the monarchy or relations between friendly powers, and will be free to articulate beliefs, no matter how objectionable, without the fallout that is otherwise inevitable as long as he possesses royal status. His invitation to the sovereign, being of his own accord, will resolve conflicts that would otherwise be inevitable, and will permit him to enjoy the credit of having put both national and international interests above his own personal ones, in the process gaining him respect that he otherwise will not enjoy. Ever since losing his title, the father of two is parroting how his wife speaks. And although Harry, 36, continuously insists that the move to the US was the best thing that ever happened to him, it's also apparent that he's unhappier than ever. Being ripped away from one's family with so much unsettled business, constantly firing accusations at the wall to see what sticks or what will actually draw a reaction, and surrounding oneself full of your wife's yes men PR flax is no way to live. The insider also points to Harry's endless tirades against his family as evidence that he's hardly gone to LA to move on with his life. He is always moaning, always grinding that axe about his family, who are keeping up a stoic silence. Harry's personality has also shifted since moving to LA, and the once affable Larrikin is now rarely smiling. He's a fish out of water. He's lost touch with his family and lifelong friends, and the longer he stays estranged the more he loses himself. Meghan hasn't allowed him to thrive, he's just following her lead because outside of the palace he knew nothing else. Ultimately, the insider believes Harry's continuous attempts to mask his internal unease could be detrimental to both himself and his marriage. His comments and attitude are all feeling very one-sided, distorted and toxic, which no one would say if they believed he was truly happy. Former Royal Protection Officer Ken Worf has had a front row seat to many toxic royal marriages. He worked for Harry's mother, Princess Diana, from 1987 to 1994, a time when her marriage to Prince Charles was crumbling. Now trapped in La La Land, what happens when the Hollywood trappings run dry? Will the palace welcome back their prince? If they do, would it be with or without his wife? He adds that he doesn't believe Prince Harry ever wanted to quit the royal family, but was left with no other option once Meghan, 39, wanted out and the Queen refused to grant them a hybrid arrangement. His choices were limited, and there was that fear of losing his new bride. In my opinion, he decided to jump. And it's a jump I feel he will regret.